Hey everybody, today is Tuesday, the 20th of April, 2021. My name's Kevin, and this is your spiritual inbox message for today. Um, I don't know what to say. I usually like to try to share something personal on a personal note. The only thing I can say is I had some rather weird dreams last night. I dreamt that somehow I got a job inside a Wendy's. And I don't usually remember a lot about dreams, but in this one, this person was teaching me how to prepare, look like frozen chicken fillets ready to make sandwiches. It was so bizarre, so weird. And then in another one, it was all about the French fries and how they had to be set in the basket and fried. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. Hmm. I've never worked at a Wendy's. I have worked for a fast food outlet, Pizza Hut, but not a Wendy's. Anyway, just bizarre. I will, nothing against Wendy's. I will go right ahead with today's message because it's a good one. Draw upon the cosmic light of heaven and let it shine throughout your being. Basically, let's have a go at where we are with the cards today. Um, hmm. See if I can move this over a little bit. Yeah, that's better, I think. So, Archangel Jophiel just came. Jophiel, it's very French looking, this image. Um, she popped out this morning, just flew right out of the deck. Um, and the little prayer, because this is from the Angel Prayers deck, basically saying, "Thank you, Jophiel, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty." And then the Essence challenge piece that goes with it is the Lady Portia, which is divine order, and that whatever you feel is right is an important lesson inside unfolding. So for these two cards to come together in a message for me, it would be to say to all of us, myself included, that in these times of trouble, strife, difficulty, if you will, where the world doesn't seem to be very kind, doesn't seem to be very loving, doesn't seem to be very beautiful, it is time to honor the parts of us that should feel beautiful, that should be acknowledged, our individuality. Even looking in the mirror and telling yourself you're beautiful might seem weird, odd, strange, and we don't do it enough. I have the feeling that myself, I've been in this sort of weird cocoon of nothing happening. Indeed, I'm doing my level best to bring a positive message to lift. But even on Sunday, I was somewhat challenged with the notion that, well, what is the channel that I'm putting together? What is it about? Who is the target audience? Who are they? I don't know. I could say for everybody, but really not for everybody. This isn't for everybody. And that now leads me to today's message that we aren't everybody. We are our own person. We're our own energy centers. We're our own. We've got our own DNA, and everything about each one of us is truly beautiful and remarkable. The challenge is that we don't go around saying that enough. Some people do. The folks that do that seem to be very self-secure and pulled together. Um, they don't tend to let a lot of things bother them. And then there are those who seem to let everything bother them. So, we live in a culture where the appearance of people, things, places, situations, stories, everything has got to appear a certain way. If you look at those of influence and affluence, their appearances, the appearance of abundance, opulence, beautiful, well maintained homes and buildings, architecture of the finest, fabric of the finest, paintings of the finest, manicured gardens, just unbelievable refinery. And then there are areas of the world that are naturally beautiful, that just come from nature that way. There's little or no effort other than God, the creator, making that happen. The rainforests, the waterfalls of Niagara, the beautiful canyons of the Great Grand Canyon, those wonderful mountain vistas, and how on certain weather patterns the clouds in the sky create these amazing patterns. And then when the earth revolves enough to allow the sun to sort of appear to drop into the horizon, but actually it's the earth shifting, vibrating, turning to cast these amazing shades of violet and amber, peach, pink, purples. Then it moves into how the earth turns again. We've got the reflection of the moon that the sun gives off. And every month or so, there's a beautiful full moon that comes and the energy that goes with it. Then there's us, who we are, what we're about. And yet we're in this kind of cocoon energy, if you will, right now, where everything is different, changed. And I believe we're all in this kind of sort of no man's land holding pattern. And some want to push and shove. There's no beauty in it. There's no honor in it. And I believe that true beauty, and beauty is not just the cosmetic kind. I mean, I'm in that industry of image, but it actually emanates from inside of a person. We can not really see the true beauty of a person unless we spend a bit of time with them, getting their essence, understanding their energy levels, seeing that smile and the twinkle in their eyes, feeling that glow just by being around them, being in their presence. And these are things that are felt. These are things that magnetize other people. Just the same as the challenging energy is felt, the dark energy is felt. You walk in somewhere, you feel oppression, or you feel sadness, or you feel darkness, or you feel evil, or you feel whatever is against who you truly are. And then you can go into a place that is amazingly happy, upbeat, joyful. And here we are in this place in the world at a time in our lives where we're not really one way or the other. We're sort of in this void or vortex, up or down, in or out. Folks grasping at something different, new, to be, to see, to have, when all along the real reason we're in this kind of vortex place is to honor the actual beauty and the miracle that we are, the incredible color of our eyes, the fact that our voice has vibrational tones that speak, sing, make noises that are truly beautiful. The ability to just honor ourselves for the life that we've had and the life that we're going to have and the life that we've got right now. So the Lady Portia, along with this, honoring yourself, honoring how brilliant you are, how you are supposed to be here on the planet for a reason. You were created for a reason. You're not here by accident. And the Lady Portia comes to say, follow what feels right in your heart. By honoring that, honoring the gifts, the blessings, the natural ability, just like nature, and letting yourself just dance with that energetic flame. Let it guide you, glide you, work with you. Notice when you're saying cruel and unkind, untruthful things about yourself. Notice if you're being drawn into the toxic current or energy that is limiting, lacking, destructive, oppressive, depressive. Notice when you're not honoring your pathway in this life, when you're not honoring the pathway of others, or when you're saying, doing, or being unkind and mean, judgmental, oppressive to others, offensive to others even. When was the last time many of us got some food and took the time to taste it and to say, whoa, this is so good, I'm grateful for the taste of this food or this drink or this tea or this sandwich. Or when we set out to cook a meal, to prepare a meal, and many of us say, gosh, that broccoli is a beautiful colour, or the strawberry is a gorgeous colour and tastes so succulent and sweet. We don't. I don't think so. I know I don't do it enough. I don't celebrate. Let me go and buy 2 or 3 beautiful shirts. I am going to honour one of our viewers, Kim, who said last week, wow, you're wearing a button-down shirt. It looks good. That made me feel amazing. I didn't get these button-down shirts out of the closet enough. Choosing to put on a t-shirt. Comfortable. And then I get, I was in the comfort zone for a while, going along, jogging along with things being just so, and it was all good. And now the unknown, this cocoon, this place where, if I use it as an analogy, myself as a caterpillar crawled inside and have had a lot of alone time, a lot of a time by myself. Not been bad, it's been very reflective. Now it feels, with this new year, 2021, revealing all of the effects of the past year, the upheaval. Now it seems like the jostling, folks wanting to jostle back into that ugliness of control, the ugliness of ego, the ugliness of pushing other people out the way or trying to shove people into a box, or blaming, that's the worst, judgment, pointing fingers. We're at a time in our life where we should be celebrating one another for the accomplishments, celebrating the scientists who go to work to create something that's going to keep us safe health-wise. Anyway, I don't want to get too political. I think it's time to meditate. I want to read my daily message. But truly, in wrapping that up, unleash that inner spirit, unleash the really beautiful side of who you are. Recognize yourself for being an amazing creation, you are, no matter what. And look at some of the things you've overcome because you're meant to overcome them. There's an inner strength in all of us. Done. And here we go. Let's see what today's message is. Yesterday was releasing the old patterns, the old emotions. Today, April 20th, loving yourself will make it better. Isn't that weird that these cards and this message line up? Are you feeling powerless? Have circumstances taken a turn you don't like? Do you feel there's nothing you can do to make today better? One power that's always available to you is the power to love yourself. Sometimes we feel powerless. We have circumstances in our lives we simply can't change, no matter what we try to do to create something different, to move the situation along. We can't get another person to behave differently. We can't seem to change something at work. We can't do much about our money situation, at least not at the moment. Nothing in life seems to be going our way. It's not that we're doing anything wrong. We aren't off our path or neglecting a particular lesson. The energy of that particular time in our lives is frustrating. There is no action we can take to change our circumstances. All we could do is surrender to the circumstances and accepting what's happening and stay in the moment. During those times, there is one action we can take that will help. We can love ourselves. When we can't do anything about the world around us, when we can't even seem to do much about ourselves, we can always love ourselves. When all other power seems stripped away, we can practice the power of self-love. It's one power no one can take away. Self-love will always make things better. And perhaps when a difficult time is past, you'll look back and say, that's what I was really learning all along. The ever-present healing power of learning to love yourself. You know, RuPaul says in that drag race show of his, if you can't love yourself, how do you expect anybody else to love you? That has always been something that vibrated. You know, that man is an expression, I think, for everyone to follow, in so much that it doesn't matter if you feel like wearing a wig or putting on something that makes you feel better, extra jewelry, getting glammed up. You don't feel glamorous, go get glammed up. But the one thing that is impossible to work with is the lack of love from within. It's almost rude and insulting. It's certainly not honoring that power that created us to do these incredible things, to work hard. Not hard as in where we're exhausted, but you know, those are those days that I've gone out in the yard and just kept going and looked back and said, whoa, look what I did today. And there are times where we push and push and push and shove and shove and shove. We don't get anywhere. Frustrating. The beauty in both of those is recognizing that there may be equal effort, but the disconnect is no love. The frustrating part is having this expectation it's going to turn out a certain way, and it doesn't. The loving part is I put forth all this effort and it worked out better than I expected. So find 3 things today, right now, 3 things, only 3 things, that you can say hand on heart that you absolutely love about yourself no matter what. That's it. If you can't find 3 things, find 1 thing that you love about yourself. Could be your smile, your eyes, your height. And then believe it and then expand upon it. You know, think people say things about they don't like their feet. Well, they hold you up. They put one foot in front of the other. What would happen if you got them? They were gone. You didn't have them anymore. We weren't born with them. And what makes them ugly? You know, this whole idea that we have to be somehow perfect has always baffled me, because perfection isn't a destination. Perfection is something that we have. It's underneath all of it. We're all born perfect. It's the piece that we do that compares what we have, who we are, what we're doing with other people or other things or other situations. The comparison is what robs the love, the joy. Anyway, let's meditate. There we go. Feet flat on the floor. Just settle in. For this morning, after you've settled your mind, the soles of your feet, give your body a complete scan and begin with your feet. Take your mind to your toes and toenails, your heels and the outer blades of each foot, the inner arch of each foot. Allow your energy and your mind to rise up into your knees. And how do your knees feel? The joints of your knees. Move into your thighs and your hips, the hinges of your upper leg bone, rotating through your hip joint to your pelvis. And how your pelvis has the ideal socket where your tailbone and your spinal column is attached. Move your awareness all the way up through your spine, past your ribs and your shoulders, into your neck and your skull, and all the bones that are attached. From collarbone, scapula, and settle your mind in your third eye center as we enter into the prayer of protection. Thank you, Archangel Michael, the Ascended Masters for cutting the ties, removing the binds to people and places, situations, stories, drama and rubbish I no longer need and no longer serves my purpose. And thank you for cutting those ties right now. I declare that I am safe and free, so it is and so shall it be. You can picture yourself being removed or the binds being removed. You can use the flame. You can even feel like a waterfall washing away the ties that bind you to anything that's not of your brilliance. Your hands over your heart. Lift the corners of your mouth into a smile and then do your self-affirmation. I am the keeper of my mind and my body wherever love is. Fear is a stranger. Love and joy, beauty, light, is here within me. And picture all that loving energy coming from the Creator that never ends, entering your internal flame that never goes out. Allow it to fill up, overflow, and extend out, creating this energy around you that is felt from within you and seen and felt by others around you. Now I honor and give thanks to the angels. Thank you, angels, archangels, ascended masters, spirit guides, for reminding us and me that you're present. Thank you for showing, revealing, and teaching me what I need to know. I'm willing to listen and receive. Thank you, Shekinah. Thank you, Archangel Jophiel. And thank you, Lady Portia, for delivering these messages of love and self-love, of expression and self-expression, of allowing the divine light of heaven to embrace everybody. So it is, and so shall it be. Just let yourself be quiet and still. Meditation is your opportunity to reach down deep and listen to what the listening creates. Thoughts and thinkings create situations. Without the thoughts and the thinkings, the situations do not occur. Think of the times that have gone right. Think of the times and situations that have turned out better than expected. Think of how you've generated energy that has been to the highest good of yourself and other people. Think of the times that you have been acknowledged by other people. Every time a person acknowledges you, says they love you, and tells you that you're beautiful, handsome, attractive, or sees something in you of beauty, they're speaking from their heart. The words into their hearts and the feelings in their hearts come directly from the Creator. And since the great Creator communicates through each and every person, each and every situation that gets created, these messages of love, of beauty, of harmony, of help, of caring, of compassion, come directly from the same source that created you. Truly loving yourself. Truly seeing the beauty that you are. Truly acknowledging how your presence within the lives of other people is important to everyone you are involved with. Is acknowledging the gift that you are. Right now, acknowledge that you are important, that you have been created for a reason. It is not necessary to know what that reason is, but it is necessary to feel how important your creation is. It is not to see that you are more or less important than anyone else. It's important for you to know how important you are to yourself and to acknowledge how important you are to others. Simple word of thank you, gratitude. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Take a few moments to just to honor and acknowledge yourself. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center. Together we bow and say namaste. Wow. Thank you for that. Let me share. Have a great Tuesday. Bye.